Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Great American Bash review. As we get a lot of match reviews from a lot of the NXT Great American Bash you just saw immediately following the Women's Championship match, as we did have a new Women's Champion, and her name is Kendal Grey. We'll talk about Kendal Grey winning the NXT Women's Championship coming up here on the Great American Bash review as it starts right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Presents the NXT Great American Bash review. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here for the NXT Great American Bash review here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here for the Great American Bash review. And what a Great American Bash it was. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. Let's kick things off here on the Great American Bash with this match right here, with the match that everyone's talking about. The first match of the night was Tatum Paxley challenging this woman right here, Zaria, for the NXT North American Championship. Tatum Paxley looks like she wants to get her championship back after losing it a couple weeks ago to Zaria. And Zaria's been a dominant fighting champion. Zaria she keeps her championship intact with a sick, wicked maneuver, that F5, I like to call it, the woman's F5, and she did it. Zaria pinning Tatum Paxley, and Zaria keeps her championship intact. One thing about Zaria, she's gonna be a future NXT Women's Champion. No guarantee, no ballot about that. But like I said in my predictions earlier on Predict the Outcome, if you watched, that Zaria kept her championship intact, and Zaria did so indeed. Another match that also kicked off was the men's NXT Championship. Tony D'Angelo going against Hiroka. Tony D'Angelo and Hiroka went against each other. And what a match that was. Tony D'Angelo getting the Duke over Hiroka. Did so. We want to show you that right quick. D'Angelo. I thought Tony D'Angelo was well, he did win the match, but we want to show you a recent picture. Tony D'Angelo did win the match. This is what it was right here. Tony D'Angelo with one eye closed. Tony D'Angelo keeps his championship intact. You can tell right here, Tony D'Angelo did so right here. Tony D'Angelo right here, one eye shut, keeps his championship in light. I don't know what's going on, getting blindsided by Roku. So we'll see what's next for Tony D'Angelo, but we're gonna keep a real close eye on this one as we go. So looking forward to seeing how that's gonna go. Speaking of that, it looks like KT Prosper looks like he's wants some competition. I think he's gonna be fighting sometime this week on NXT. I forgot who he's gonna be fighting, but he's gonna be in action. So for KT Prosper being in action as well. So we'll see that match as well coming up. Another match. There's a lot of grudge matches. This is one of the grudge matches between former friends of Dark State. We see the Dark State between Dion and Saquon. Dion got laid on his back with the help of Saquon's teammates. Want to show you that right quick. Saquon still reeling the effects of what happened after he wanted to take down Dion, and really Dion got the upper hand with the teammates. Saquon probably got to find somebody to combat his two teammates. Maybe he'll find somebody eventually. Saquon was trying to get the cover and just wasn't enough. Saquon Shugars had got what happened to him earlier by the hands of his former brother in a dark state. Well, we get to this right here. Wren Sinclair defended her women's speed championship. Wren defended the speed title against Arianna Grace. Uh, Wren Sinclair, um, with her catch move right. Wren Zaria Wren Sinclair won. She also got the I heard shook the belly off her hands with her former brother in the William Reeves' son. Got that dude's name, but that didn't band out. And see, Arianna Grace was kind of crying at the end. She didn't win her match over Wren Sinclair. Wren picked up the win and picked up the victory tonight. One thing about Wren doing what she needed to do, taking care of business. TCB, take care of business indeed. And she did so under that 5-minute mark. What Wren did. So congratulations to Wren on that. Two friends battling for the North American Championship. What a North American Championship match that was between Tavion Heights and Myles Borne. Myles Borne versus Tavion Heights. Um, you see that Myles Borne keeps his championship intact. Myles doing what he has to do, winning over his friend Tavion. I think he's gonna be they had mutual respect after the match, but I think Tavion's gonna get frustrated and jealous that it should be him and Myles should be getting all this attention. I think that's what's gonna lead to Myles and Tavion. Tavion's gonna get jealous, frustrated. Oh, look for seeing that as well. But Myles Borne keeps his championship pursuit going. I was born keeping everything intact and stuff like that. 1961. 1961. Also, too, Shiloh Hill won his match over Tristan Angels. Shiloh Hill, the NXT, the reigning Mr. NXT, won against Tristan Angels, defeating Tristan. And he did Shiloh getting the victory as well. Shiloh um, winning over Tristan Angels as well. See, wanted to be Tristan. All right, we get to this right here, the main event, and it's for the NXT Women's Championship. As you see, Lola Vice shaking her rump. I love one thing about Lola Vice. She's gonna shake her rump, shake her tail feather to make a point. And Lola Vice did. She went against no one contender Kendal Grey. Lola Vice did do her darnest to keep the championship intact. That's what she was doing earlier. Lola was. Both women had a stare down and they stared down to it. Lola Vice shaking her rump. It just wasn't enough. And it looks like Lola Vice fell victim to Kendal Grey. Kendal Grey, now the new champion NXT. Kendal Grey picking up the win, picking up the victory, and Kendal Grey back on top of the mountain. Now finally holds the mountain as well the new as the new NXT Women's Champion that she did tonight. So congratulations to Kendal Grey winning. So Kendal Grey back in the top of the mountain. So women's winning tonight. So Kendal Grey finally back in the mountain Once again, Kendal Grey now the new women's champion. What's going to be in store for Kendal winning the NXT Women's Championship for the very first time? A lot of first-time winners. Sami Zayn winning the WWE title. Now Kendal Grey adding herself to that list of winning her first world championship, winning the title. And let's see what's next for Kendal. Kendal Grey back into the driver's seat now as the champion. So congratulations to Kendal Grey winning the coveted NXT Women's Championship. All right, like we said, we're going to have more full analysis and results coming up. The fallout for NXT Great American Bash is Tuesday for the NXT Ring Report. So look forward to seeing that as well. All right. I've been your host, Kendra Dix, saying we'll see you tomorrow for the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.